We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Here we go.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Back to you. 21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go, baby.
Marquise Goodwin.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 54. Come on, baby.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Coleman now. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
65. Hey, gun. Hey, team 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings.
Check 24. 21. Check 45.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Like 20. 54. Here we go. Mike,
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jameis to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Winston gives to Barber. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Winston now. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll run with Barber. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber as the first half is winding down as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 22 yards there, a first down.
To George Kittle. A gain of 22 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Running is Barber. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Barber. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a draw play. This is Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Winston. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Quan Alexander. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. Hey, come on.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm here all day.
Third and short yardage, Winston. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Switch up, switch up.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston flush to it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. On the crossing route, complete. That's Goodwin. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Here we go, here we go. I got you. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go ahead.
They will run again with Coleman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I thought they did a really nice job stringing it out and not allowing him to turn upfield, knocked him out for no gain. I think if you're going to go outside in this situation, keep it in the hands of your quarterback. Give him some options. Run it, pass it, pitch it. Just something to have a chance to get into the end zone.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Winston now from the 50. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back to the running game with Barber. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practice practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barber. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tampa Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.